Well, let's talk about languages in the UK at school. Well, they don't start them until they're 12, which is a mistake. You learn languages much easier when you're little. Um, when you're younger, the older you get, the harder it is to learn. That's a fact. And unfortunately, we don't really start kids till they're 12, and we don't really give them an option. And the way we teach them isn't very good either, to be honest. What I would imagine is starting kids at primary school with languages. I've got a very different idea about how teaching should happen. You know, we don't use technology. You know, you imagine a wall with 4 screens. Germany, Spain, France, Russia, or China. You know, a room, say with 4 screens and a teacher. That screen has got a class in Spain, live. That one's got a class in Germany, live. Russia, live. And they're all going to learn each other's languages for this lesson. Now, would they be outsourcing? Would we be outsourcing teaching to other countries, or would they be outsourcing to us? Not even a question, is it, really, if you think about it? You've got 1 teacher in each classroom, or 2, whatever, you know, at least 1. But you haven't, because you'd have 5, right? Now, this is how I imagine it could be done, right? There's nothing actually stopping that being a football stadium with 4 screens, because every country in the world seems to have a football stadium, and like a whole area could go for the day to learn. That would be quite an experience, wouldn't it? Learning Russian, for example, or the Cyrillic language in a football stadium. That just paused. Well, the other thing is, we don't teach them. We don't give them the option. You know, one day you could have 4 languages. Ask the child. Children are very instinctive. They're like a little 2-foot-tall warrior of instinct. You know, they deal with body language, and they're very insightful, and they know what they like. But we don't ask them what they like. We tell them what they want, what they need. We tell them what they need, which is why I've got a problem about the Mandarin and that. I don't think. You know, we're meant to be. If you think about it, we're meant to be moving away from jobs. You know, robots are meant to be taking over in 20 years. So what we're going to do is teach thousands, hundreds of thousands of children Mandarin when they won't be able to talk to a robot, will they? You know, and how is Mandarin going to be suitable for people? It will be suitable for some, but it won't be suitable for everyone. And you know, people go on holidays, people take their children on holidays, they have individual lives, and they go different places. So they have friends, they might have Polish friends or Italian friends at school, you know, and they might want to learn that. They might hear certain words and like it. They'll be naturally drawn towards certain languages, right? As individuals, I think we should move away from the sort of putting them in a mould. You're going to learn this, you're going to learn that, rather than give them a choice. It's about choice, really, which they or lack of choice. You think one day you could have four choices, you know, Italian, Spanish, or Italian, German, Russian, French, and see what the kid's natural ability is towards which language, which one they like. Ask them, what one do you like? You know, let them try and, you know, we used to learn languages in times tables, repetition. They could quite easily start forming sentences in other languages and be drawn to a certain one. You could ask them what one and then drop the other one, and the next day or the next week you try some other ones, you know, a completely different four, and let them, and then you can form what languages they'll learn. Yeah, basically that's about it. I've managed to say what I want to say. I don't think there's a forum for ideas. You know, the young teachers coming in, do they actually get a say on what mistakes they feel was made during their own education? It's all right for the left to say, you know, we should teach them all about genders, right? And then this gets taken up. I said it's all right. I mean, it is not all right. This is ridiculous. Talking about a minority, I'd rather see people with a close experience of closer to their own education, the timeline of to try and learn some lessons. You know, it's a learning establishment, apparently, or is it? You know, do we? I think the people who get to choose are the ones of what is happening, are the ones who education has worked for, really worked for. You know, they've got degrees, they've gone to the university. You know, it was aimed at them. They're very academic. And they get to choose. They really get to choose. I don't know. Is there a forum? Someone tell me. Is there any forum for ideas in teaching? Is that how it works? Because I'm under the impression that it isn't. It isn't how it works. So should there be a forum? Try and change an experimental, a little bit experimental, going back away from the rigid system of teaching. And I mean, I'm especially interested in language teaching because I feel I was failed. I went to Spain a lot when I was young. You know, at the age of 4, I remember instinctively knowing what the child talking Spanish opposite me was saying. But unfortunately, I lost it. When I went back to school, I asked if I could learn Spanish. They said no. You know, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at 12 you go to 11. You go to secondary school. Do your 13, 11 plus or whatever. Go to secondary school. You've got a choice of German or French. What, can I have Spanish? Can I do Spanish? No. Can I do Spanish? No. I can't do Spanish. Right. Here's your French lesson. Sorry, I'm not really interested. So I wasn't interested a whole year. I learnt nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then I moved. I went to another school, and the top band was doing German, so I integrated into that group. So it was a complete mess for me, and I still see it being a mess for others. And if you think about it, in England there are people who have come from other countries. The kids are bilingual. They already know 2 languages. British children in the British family are instantly at a disadvantage because they're not learning at a young age. They're learning they start learning at 11. You know, mixed families, mixed nationality families. The kids learn. They go abroad. They learn. They spend time there. They pick it up. They're like little sponges of knowledge and that. And I don't think we should so easily, you know, crush that individuality by not even trying to teach them at a younger age. Because I'm like 47 now. I'm in Bulgaria. The language is difficult for me, and I'm living my nightmare in that respect. I love it here. Right, that's me. Any ideas, please put them down, or I'm on Twitter. I'll put my Twitter down below on YouTube. I'm interested to talk about this, debate this. Cheers.